Hello YouTube, today I'd like to do a video on the SIG MPX 177 cal air rifle. Okay, so this is the box that you get it in. It's a nice illustrated box. Okay, yeah, it's got some fancy picture on it of the air rifle and that. There's some writing up here which just basically says semi-automatic air rifle, 30 round magazine, blah de blah, and it says performance tested up to 15,000 shots. Okay, apparently it states that it's got up to 600 FPS, which I very much doubt that this fires at 600 feet per second. Okay, so inside the box you get this like foam packaging and stuff, so it's packed very well. It's packed a lot better than what my rimfire rifles were packed in. This actually got like the foam and stuff that the rifle sits in. Okay, you get obviously the instruction manual. You get like a safety card and a year's warranty from SIG that you have to either send off or register online. Okay, and obviously what you get inside there is the rifle and the magazine and stuff. Okay, let's just move the box out of the way and get to the good bit, the actual rifle. So here's the SIG MPX CO2 air rifle. Okay, before we start, basically what you get with the rifle is 1x magazine. We'll come on to this 30 round magazine in a minute. You don't get the holographic sight. You get these like iron sights, flip up iron sights, which are okay, they're metal and that, fully adjustable for left, right, up and down. You can see there's the iron sights there. Again, that's the front view of it. So just a normal like flip up iron sights. Okay, you also get 2 pieces of Picatinny rail for the foregrip for the handguard. Okay, so you get one bit there and one bit there at the bottom. Okay, well that's where I put it anyway, because you can move these around. You see there's 2 screws, one here and one here. All you got to do is unscrew these with an Allen key, and then you can just put them like wherever you want around here. You just slot it on there and screw it back into these little holes. Same with the bottom on the other side. Okay, and obviously you've got your Picatinny one up there. So this is made of a polymer, a hard polymer, and you've got like a little stop here to stop your hand from sliding off the handguard, and obviously going in front of the muzzle when you're shooting, which you don't want. Okay, so basically what you get is you get a A2 style flash eliminator of the AR-15, M4, etc, etc. It doesn't serve any purpose apart from just for cosmetic looks. Okay, however it does look good. Okay, and then you've got an 8-inch barrel under here, because this is the MPX, so it's the pistol version, so it's got a short barrel. But however, that's what I wanted. I didn't want the MCX, which has a longer barrel. Okay. On the handguard, you've got the Picatinny rail that runs from the front of the handguard to all the way to the rear of the rifle. However, the handguard part is polymer. Okay, when you get off the handguard and you actually get to the receiver of the rifle, yeah, it's metal. Okay, so the actual Picatinny rail on here is metal. Alright, so the upper receiver of this rifle is metal, if you want to call it a upper receiver. It's metal. Okay, and then the TMH, the trigger housing mechanism, is metal as well. Okay, the trigger's metal. The change lever safety catch is metal. the pistol grip is obviously like polymer plastic, which has a little door in the bottom of the pistol grip. Bear with me, I'll get this open. So we've got like a, there we go, done it. There's like a little catch in there that you just push in and it pops open, as so. And then you can like store your bits and bobs in there. Okay, which I've got in there is some batteries. And just get that out. I've got some batteries in there from the site. And then that's the tool you get for your iron sights, that adjusts your iron sights. Okay, so you want to keep that. So a good place to do is to put it inside the pistol grip. So then obviously you won't lose it, will you? And it's handy to have with you at all times if you need to make adjustments with your sights. Okay. So there's your change lever. So at the moment it's on safe. You flip it up there, it's on fire. It doesn't matter if the rifle's cocked or not, it'll just flip. It'll just change from safe to fire anyway. Okay, obviously you've got the charging handle up here. This does actually work. Yeah, it's metal. It's a metal charging handle. Yeah. Okay. There's your charging handle. Right, the only time you need to do that is when you put a new 88 gram canister on there. You need to charge it. Okay, then once then it's done. You don't need to play with that again or touch it again. When you change magazines, it's fine. You don't have to recock that every time you change a mag. Yeah, it's just literally do it the once when you put a new canister on. Yeah, and then you just leave it until you run out of CO2, and then you change it again. Okay. So what we have here is the magazine release catch. Right, metal magazine release catch. We have a fake dust cover up here. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't move or anything. It's just there for show. The magazine well inside. Yeah, obviously that's metal. Okay, let's turn it over. You've got like a fake bolt hold open that doesn't do anything. It's just there for show. Bolt hold open device, and then like a fake magazine release catch for the left hand side. That doesn't do nothing either. However, the safety catch does work on this side as well. Point to note, on this side you've actually got like a little red indicator to show you that it's on fire on this side. Okay, well on the other side you don't have that. It's just that it has an F there, if you can make that out. It has an F there for fire and an S there for safe. Okay, right, the pins don't do anything. Okay, so we move down to the buttstock. Okay, if you want to call it that. The buttstock just attaches this where you put 88 grams CO2 with this little latch. It just attaches away, as so, there. It's got a rubber butt pad on the back of it. There we go. It's nice. It's nice quality. Okay. It's quite strong. I don't think it's a good brake or anything. You know. And that's where you put your 88 grams CO2. You put it in, screw it in there, and then once you screwed it in there, you place the buttstock back on. So sorry, I know it's a bit awkward this video, but I'm trying to do it with my phone. So it just places back on there like that. Trust me, it's a lot easier when you're doing it with two hands instead of trying to do it with the one and hold the phone in the other. Okay. So that's the rifle. Okay, so I'll move on to the magazine. This is the magazine that you get, 30 round mag. Alright. Just plastic polymer mag, and what you do is to load it, there's like a little door here, as you can see. Yeah, so you just open up the door. He says, yeah, there we go. So you open the door and you've got like a little belt. in here, a 30 round belt. And this is the belt you use to load the pellets in. Load them in here. That's what that little, remember I showed you the tool earlier about this sights. You use this as well to load the mag. So you place the pellets in, yeah, and then once you place the pellets in, there's like a little knob on the end of the tool that you get, and you just push it in the belt, just to make sure they're all seated correctly. And you would use flat-headed pellets best really for this, because obviously if you use pointed pellets or anything, it could possibly jam it up. So that's basically the belt. That's what you load the pellets into, and then what you do is, once you loaded it up, you see there's like a little track in there. You push the belt back in. You push the belt back in. It would help if I was putting it in the right way. Okay. So what we have here is we've got like a little tab. That goes on. Oops. There we are. And then that pushes back in there like that. Obviously, if you're doing it with 2 hands, it's a lot easier than when you're doing it with 1. Okay, so point to note, it's not very easy to do with 1 hand. But as you can see, then the belt's in there and it feeds up like that. Every time you pull the trigger, it moves the belt up. Okay, there we go, that's it. So then obviously you can see that's clear. Yeah, and then that just fits inside there like that. So, okay. You can buy spare magazines, I think about £50, and you get the 1 mag and 3 belts. The rifle itself cost me £269, okay, which I think is worth it. It's a nice rifle. I enjoy using it. I've only used it the once, bearing in mind, because I've only had it for about a month, and I'll come on to a bit more of that in a minute. However, it's quite a nice rifle, especially for the indoor range. I was having quite a lot of fun in the indoor range with the reactive targets and stuff and that. So the rifle is actually is licensed by SIG. I think it's actually made in somewhere like India or somewhere. I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't quote me with that. If anybody knows the exact place where it's made, please put it in the comments. I don't know exactly, but I know it's licensed by SIG, but I don't think it's actually made in a SIG factory. I think it's made in another factory. However, it's quite a nice rifle. Accuracy wise, I'll hopefully do a video to show the accuracy on it. However, this is not a rifle you're going to take out and try and be getting like pellet through pellet groups at 30 meters. Okay, it's not going to do it. It's not designed for that type of shooting. So it's not designed for target shooting. It's designed for just plinking and having a bit of fun. The place I shoot at, we've got a little indoor range, and it's got the reactive targets, like the little buffalo things and stuff, and the bottles and that, metal bottles and that, and it's perfectly accurate enough for that. At 10 meters, it was knocking them down no problem. But I'll try and get an accuracy video out on the rifle anyway to show you what it can do. It's not too bad. Okay, so there's just some things I don't like about the rifle. Apart from that, all in all, I think the rifle's good. There are a couple of things that I don't particularly like about the rifle, and it's to do with like the trigger and the fire change selector and all that. Basically, if you can get in there and have a look properly, without my shadow getting in the way. Right, I don't know if you can see this like I can. However, the paint is starting to come off the change lever and come off the trigger. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's just coming off, and the rifle's being looked after. It's just literally coming off after like only having the rifle for about a month. The same with up here as well. It's like fading away. I don't know why, but the best way I can describe it, it looks like someone's got a felt tip pen and coloured the metal in. That's the best way I can describe that. So that's not too good about the rifle. I didn't like that. especially because it costs £269. You would expect it to have a bit better finish on the paintwork of the rifle. But however, don't let that put you off the rifle. It is a nice rifle. It's a pretty good rifle, like, and you get roughly about 3 to 4 magazines out of 188 gram CO2. You get about 3 magazines out of that, 3 to 4 mags. The actual CO2, the 88 gram canisters cost roughly about £8, so it can get a bit expensive. However, yeah, you can buy a conversion for it, which you screw into the back of the stock, and then you can use the old 12 gram CO2 bulbs, which you can put it there. I've seen them for sale on eBay for roughly about £30 and that, so I'm going to be looking at getting one of them, just to make it a little bit easier, because you know, just getting hold of the CO2 88 gram canisters can be a bit of a pain. Like, my club don't stock them and that, so when I run out, I can't buy any more. Okay. But apart from that, the rifle is pretty damn good. I mean, I'd recommend buying it if you just want something for a plinker. Yeah, I mean, it's not an air arms or anything. You're not going to be getting like fucking pellet through pellet groups at 30 yards and that with it. It's just not going to happen. But it's built for fun, for like indoor ranges and stuff like that. And it's definitely not designed for hunting. You can't use this for hunting. It just hasn't got the power. You know, but apart from that, it's a really nice rifle, and I really would recommend anyone to buy it. Okay, if you've got any questions about the rifle, just ask in the comments, and the next video I'm going to do is hopefully going to be on the M&P 1522.